Alrighty, let's talk about that whole 3D reality thing. God, I hate that term. I really do. I noticed people add in really weird terms that Neville used once or twice, like subconscious and 3D reality. And it just complicates things. Let's let things be really simple. I did get this one the other day. Mr. 2020, how many times do I have to sufficiently impress my subconscious mind so that 3D reality doesn't knock me off my... And it's like, holy God, who the fuck are you listening to? Because you aren't listening to me. I don't buy into subconscious. I know Neville mentioned it once, maybe twice, right? Out of a couple decades of teaching, it showed up in a book and it showed up in maybe 1 or 2 lectures, right? And I know someone will find 3 or 4. Maybe not. But I can tell you what showed up every time. What showed up in every lecture is you are what leads. Your imaginal act leads, the physical follows. Your state leads everything. Your state leads even what you think. The state of loving teacher has no thoughts about dog treats. The state of loving puppy dad has no thoughts about flowers for Victoria. You see, you can't even be knocked out by your thoughts. Your thoughts come from your state. I really want you to get this. I really want you to get why ManifestingMasteryCourse.com starts with the girl's giggle. And why we explore that lesson in some way or another for an entire week. Because it's vital that you become a leader. It's vital that you get that you lead. Nothing else can. The pizza doesn't order itself. Think about it. This is what's cool. By the way, we've all made this mistake. She keeps saying things that upset me. I used to be married to a woman that would say, I get all peaceful in my yoga practice and then you knock me out of it afterwards. Yeah, you've got questions about stuff like, like what time do you want to eat? Or do you want turkey today? Right? It's called conversation. It's not like I'm waiting for it to be done. I'm talking like half an hour later. But if I wait an hour later, then it's like, we're obviously not going to have what I want for lunch because you haven't. You see, when you start blaming the physical for anything, you've stopped leading and you've become a governor. I'm not a fan of government. I'm a fan of leadership. And government is what you get when leaders don't lead. Remember, everything in the physical world is only a shadow. Everything in the physical world follows the imaginal act, the imaginal experience. And when people don't imagine themselves as leaders, when they don't get that they lead what happens in their life, and that everything follows, the 3D, what they think, what they eat, who they talk to, everything follows your imaginal act. And when you don't get that, then we have to have laws against people saying bad things or hurtful things. And then we have to have policies against, well, he said something mean. We're not allowed to see likes on Instagram in Australia or something weird like that. I want you to know how weird it gets whenever you assert the pizza has the power. The pizza doesn't have the power. You're what leads. It's time for you to lead your life. 3D reality, let's just call it the physical world. Let's just call it pizza. Pizza follows. Write that down. Make it your mantra. Don't make it an affirmation. You see, here's the difference between when I say make it a mantra and an affirmation. People try to lead with words. I'm a multi-gazillionaire. I am a multi-gazillionaire. No, you're not. You're someone that's walking around yakking to themselves. You ever notice that people that make a lot of money, that enjoy a lot of money, they don't really talk about it. They don't walk around mumbling about it. They don't shout about it from the rooftops. They just enjoy making it, spending it, investing it, having it, giving it away, and so on. See, they have an imaginal act about money. They don't imagine money is hard. They imagine money is fun. Making it, spending it, having it, giving it away. Ooh, another way to make some and spend some and have some and give some away. I want you to get what you're really imagining, because you are getting what you really are imagining. And here's the deal. Stop imagining that 3D reality is knocking you out of your state. It can't. It follows. So years ago, I remember when I got on radio, it was fun, so they put me on a pair of headsets, and on the pair of headsets I could hear my own voice, but it was like lagging behind by a quarter of a second. And the first time I said, and welcome to another exciting episode, I heard in my head, I heard through the headphones like a millisecond later, a quarter of a second, a half a second later, I don't know what it was, me talking, and it was like, whoa. And the girl I was with, she said, you'll get used to that. You see, the echo follows. Don't let it knock you off your square. The echo always follows. It's time for you to sing. The echo always follows. Sing the song you came here to sing. Pizza always follows. Now here's the thing. You're walking down the street and you smell a pizza and you go, wow, it bumped me out of my state of walking down the street. And I said, what do you mean? They said, well, had this state, I was walking down the street, suddenly I find myself ordering a pizza. And here's the thing, not everyone who walked down the street ordered pizza. You did. Why? You ordered pizza because of your reactions to the world. Your reactions involved you being someone who enjoys pizza. Because see, Victoria doesn't enjoy pizza. She's weird. I love her though, but she's not into pizza. So when she walks down the street and she smells a pizza, you know what she does? She keeps walking. She might call me up on the phone though and say, hey, 20, I just passed a place that smells like pizza. Do you want some? And meanwhile, I'm at home imagining pizza. And I go, sure, darling. And then she'll go in and order it and bring it home. You see, that's how this works. The imaginal act leads. She's not interested in it. So when she smells it, it doesn't do anything for her. But she's in the state of loving wife. And in the state of loving wife, when she smells pizza, she thinks of me. I want you to get the gold here. I want you to lead. Because unless you lead, you're going to have to try to govern, control, manipulate, tax, regulate everything. Because that's what a government does. Governments don't lead. Governments govern. Leaders lead. Time for you to lead. If you got some gold today, there may or may not be one more seat left in Triple D. I don't know. I didn't check this morning. I've been too busy. Meanwhile, so years ago, I quit my job. I didn't let the bank balance lead. Are you glad I did, or do you wish I would have waited till I had more money in the bank? Years ago, I moved around the world to Australia. Let me tell you something. I had no reason to believe that would even work. All the immigration laws and proposals at the time. I mean, I wasn't on any special lists like a doctor or an electrician. They love when they come to Australia. Welcome to Australia. Here's your permanent residency. Come back in 2 years for your citizenship. When someone's a spiritual teacher, internet marketer, kung fu teacher, they don't go, oh wow, we want more of you in the country. Right-yo. But you see, I didn't let the government lead. Don't let anything govern you. It's time for you to lead. If you got gold, like I said, there may or may not be a seat open in Triple D. If there's not, you gotta wait. You gotta wait till like next year. Like I believe it's February or March. We'll be working on the dates for that. If there's a seat, you can join now. The course starts November the 8th. Go to dreamdrivenday.com. Meanwhile, if you missed that, that's fine. ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. That is the backbone of all we do. We talk about it almost every day. ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. It's a lot of fun. 90-day program. Takes about 15 minutes a day. Costs about $1 a day. Rob Begg says, tell them what they're missing out on. I'll say go read a couple hundred success stories. Because if you're trying to use this to solve problems, you're missing out. If you're trying to use this for the one big win, you're missing out. If you let this become your total way of life, which is what ManifestingMasteryCourse.com is about, life becomes a lot of fun. And you become the leader. And 3D reality doesn't bother you anymore. Why would it? It's the echo. It follows. And finally, ready? Sing the song you were born to sing. Thanks for sharing the show. See ya.